Unlike the NBA that goes into tank mode, teams usually suck for a couple of years. You saw what Zeke and Dak can do. They're coming around. I'm telling you, man, this team is going to be tough. But free agency, we got hit. We got hit. We lost some key players. We lost Anthony Hitchens. Lost a very good special teamer in Keith Smith. He was a stud. So how were they going to be able to address that? Once again, Dallas decided to be smart. They went and got a defensive back coach who was the defensive coordinator from the Seattle Seahawks. To me, that was a move to try to maybe woo an Earl Thomas. I don't know if he's coming, but to me that was one piece of the puzzle. I thought they would maybe try to package a pick and Dez to Seattle for Earl, but didn't nobody want to take Dez on at that $16 million salary cap. Now, the number two thing that they are addressing, the offensive line. In the offseason, you heard Stephen Jones say all the time he wanted the 5 A players on the field. I'd rather have Lyle Collins back at the guard position personally instead of the tackle. Lyle came out last week and said that he loves playing tackle. So look for the Dallas Cowboys to go guard. That could be a first round pick as well. But if they get that wall of Dallas back, you got Zeke back healthy. Zeke is in way better shape than what he used to be. It's coming around. You just got to get him time. It's just a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans has this unrealistic ass expectations for this team. Like they're going to be Super Bowl contenders each and every year, and it just doesn't work like that. To me, they're not better than Philly this year. Philly revamped. They're getting their quarterback back, who was one of the best QBs in the league. Now, we can beat them. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be tough. And injuries do happen. He could go down again. Foles was hot. He was hot. But just like Jerry say, and I'm agreeing with Jerry Jones. I need to cut this damn podcast off. But he was right. Dallas is not that far away from Philly. They're dressed in the D-line. Coney Ely was picked up. I love that signing. Love it. We got back DeMarcus Lawrence, guys. One of the best defensive players in the league. We got him back. He's still a Dallas Cowboy. They re-signed Bruce Irvin. That was key. I don't know what the hell. To me, man, Taco can go back to Mexico. I don't like Taco Jordan. He's garbage in Michigan to me. Maybe if we bring him in for certain situations, he'll be okay. I mean, we'll see. I love Collins out of Nebraska. Watch for Dallas to cut Tyron Crawford. Really, the productivity hasn't been there for the last few years. He is also a pretty big salary cap. So just be on the lookout for him. The fullback that we picked up out of Oakland, I mean, I'm not impressed by that, but we needed a fullback. He's more of a pass-catching fullback than a blocking fullback. So, once again, that Dak-friendly offense. And just to, not to keep harping out on Dez, but you guys knew this was coming. They tried to sign Sammy Watkins this offseason. They would have signed Sammy, Dez would have been cut weeks ago. But we picked up a burner, man. Dante Thompson used to play for Buffalo and Chicago. Only known for speed. I don't know how much he's going to get on the field. To me, he was probably Bryce Butler replacement, if you think about it. Allen Hurns. Very similar to Dez. Big body. I wonder if they're going to give him the number 88. That'd be so disrespectful. It is what it is. But Hurns is pretty much like Dez as well. Another big body. Unlike Dez, Hurns knows how to play in the slot, which is key. I always wondered why they never put Dez in the slot. Thought it would have been murder up there, but Too slow, like Ben said. Just not smart enough. Cameron Fleming, the pickup out of New England. Huge. A lot of people think he's going to start. I think he's just there for the swing tackle position only. They re-signed Looney. Got Marcus Martin, who was a second-round pick. And we know that playing alongside of the Pro Bowlers we have, he should look pretty decent. I'm trying to look through the chat room. I don't think there's any new messages. If there is, guys, I'm absolutely sorry. I'm just, we don't do live. But on to the draft. You guys talk to me. Who do you think we should pick up now that Dez is released? Should we go wide receiver first round? If we're going to keep Lyles at the left tackle position, do we go guard? Do we go tackle and put Lyell back at the guard position? I want Will Hernandez, the guard out of UTEP. Looks like Larry Allen to me. If we throw that dude at the left guard, keep Lyell at the tackle position. Think about it. Tyron Smith, Will Hernandez, Travis Frederick. How did I forget my man? Zach Martin, and Collins. That's the best O-line in the NFL. You have Zeke running behind them big walls. Hey, you're right, Clutch. There's not a lot of depth. That's why maybe they reach for a wide receiver in the first round because it may not be a good enough one left in the second round. But I'm telling you, my pick that I think Dallas would go after wide receiver is Sutton out of SMU. They seem to really like this guy. Will McClay was at his practice. When do you ever see Will McClay there? They had a wide receiver coach there working him out. It was pretty much the whole staff for the Dallas Cowboys was there at SMU practice. So to me, that indicates everything I need to know that they are really, really looking at this guy. Terrence Williams, guys, will be gone next year. Wouldn't make any sense to cut him this year because it doesn't save you any money. You actually lose money. Next year, he's out the door. Do we trade Cole Beasley or do we keep him? That's another key question I think that the Dallas Cowboys are looking at. But back to the draft. Dallas has 10 draft picks this year. Yeah, Jason Garrett was there too. They had the entire staff. It was Jason Garrett. They had a new wide receiver coach, Clutch. He was actually running routes with him. Then they had Will McClay. And I believe Steven was there as well. I'm not quite certain on that. But watch out for that guy. But with the 10 picks Dallas has, we know Jerry likes to become Trader Jerry. He has to stroke his ego. So do Dallas packet some of those ticks and move up in the draft? Maybe to get the safety out of Florida State? Because I do not like the safeties we have. Ben, you can attest to this. I hate Jeff Heath with every passion in my body. Jeff Heath should be here cleaning my Jordans instead of playing football for the Dallas Cowboys. He is garbage. Did I say how much I hate Jeff Heath? Okay, I can't remember. He has to go. We need to upgrade that safety position. If somehow we can land Earl Thomas, and I know I keep throwing it out there, God, Earl Thomas would be devastating in that secondary. But if not, I don't mind going up and getting the safety out of FSU. Beast. Another thing that the Dallas Cowboys have to address. Give me 1 second. Let me get some water. Whew. Well, this is hard without a co-host. I don't see how the hell Colin Cowherd do it. Well, he got commercial breaks. I'm in the hood. We don't have commercial breaks. Linebacker position. As of right now, we do not have a middle linebacker. Jalen Smith, as great as he is, as athletic as he is, only has 1 foot. I'll repeat that. We have a star linebacker with 1 foot. He does not need to be the middle linebacker. You have to move from sideline to sideline. I know. And I think they noticed that as well. So they're moving him to outside linebacker. One guy I thought we could sign maybe for cheap is Navarro Bowman. Navarro had over 100 tackles last year for the Oakland Raiders. Beast-like, very smart. Thought he'd fit in quite perfectly. But I don't know if they're really looking at him. I thought Reed would have been a perfect pickup at safety, but we all know that Jerry is not going to sign anybody who nailed last year. So you can pretty much eliminate that. I would love to sign Roquan Smith out of Georgia. I watched him in the playoffs and was like, this is the best kid in college football. He jumped off the television screen to me. Roquan Smith, linebacker, Georgia. Kid is freaking amazing. Yeah, you're right, Clutch, man. They sadly broke that team up in Seattle. Sadly broke it up. I mean, you had the injury to Richard Sherman. Michael Bennett was getting arrested, pushing old people and shit. Then you had, it was just over, man. Excellent run, but it was over. Earl needs to get on up out of there and come back home. I'm with you, Clutch. But look out for Dallas if they decide to go linebacker. Dallas loves white defensive linemen. Guys, I'm not racist. I'm just saying. They love them. So as much as I would love Roquan to be a Dallas Cowboy, I expect them to look at Vander Esch out of Boise State, because he's getting a lot of comparison to Brian Urlacher. I don't see it whatsoever, but he seems like a Rod Marinelli type of guy. Now, we got Rod for maybe 1 year. So after this, he's retired. Unless somehow we go on this magical run to the Super Bowl. But that's what I think they're going to pick up Vander Esch. He's a raw talent, man. He ran, I think, like a 4.6 at 6'4", which is extremely impressive. But if Calvin Ridley is there, especially with today's news of Dez Bryant, don't be surprised if they pick him up. I would rather have Will Hernandez, but I don't think that's happened. But our top positions need, just to recap, we need a safety, middle linebacker, and a defensive tackle. Villa Veda would be awesome out of Washington. I was shocked that they actually brought him in for a visit. Think about it. Historically, Dallas is known to sign anyone who came into their visit, the 30-day visit. He was one of the visits, so if he's there, maybe we can get a defensive tackle and shore up that defense as well. But man, that's really all I got. Because it's coming from the top of my head. I usually write stuff down. I ain't do nothing this time. I just want to talk about Dez and some of these idiotic Cowboy fans that just don't get it. I mean, they were so sad today. I would hate if you guys had your own business. It'd be bankrupt in 3 days. Because you don't know anything about running a business. That was a business decision, what they did to Dez Bryant. It was business what they did to Tony Romo. Even though it doesn't matter, because we still paying his ass $8 million this year to eat cheeseburgers and play putt-putt. Yeah.